guys, welcome back to Suki, and today there's another video for you guys. So today, well, it is the week of the WWE Royal Rumble 2021, so we're going to do a special video today. We're going to be talking a lot about the WWE Royal Rumble coming up, and yeah, we're going to be talking about who should be the WWE champion at the end of 2021, and who should be the WWE Universal Champion at the end of 2021, and who should be the WWE NXT Champion at the end of 2021. But before I start this video, please smash the subscribe button and drop a like on this video. Anyway, let's get right into this video. So, who should be the WWE Champion at the end of 2021? I'm going to be talking about. So, look, who should have a reign with the WWE Championship in 2021. Obviously, we have our current WWE Champion right now is Drew McIntyre, who's absolutely bloody fantastic. And I reckon that Drew McIntyre is going to have quite a bit of a decent reign before he does obviously drop the bloody title, because obviously, in my opinion, he's one of the best WWE champions that we've had in such a bloody long time, and I really am enjoying him at this moment in time. I really am enjoying him, and I am looking forward to going and seeing what happens with him. To be honest with you, what happens with the rest of his reign, and who will be the guy that beats him. Obviously, Drew McIntyre is a two-time WWE champion. Obviously, because he did lose to Randy Orton at WWE Hell in a Cell 2020, and then he obviously went back on Raw like 2 or 3 weeks later or something like that. I think it was like 2 weeks later. And yeah, Drew McIntyre is a fantastic WWE champion ever since he won it at WrestleMania, at WWE WrestleMania 36 the first time, and then he won it back at Hell in a Cell. I mean, he's been very fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to see what happens with the rest of his WWE Championship reign. Who do I think is going to be the guy that beats him though? And when do I think the guy Drew McIntyre is going to lose it? When do I think Drew McIntyre is going to lose the WWE Championship? When do I think the Scottish Psychopath is going to lose the WWE Championship? I reckon at WWE Money in the Bank 2021. I believe that's the event after WWE WrestleMania 37. That's what I think. So yeah, I think it's Money in the Bank. I reckon he's going to drop the title there. Who do I think Drew McIntyre is going to lose the WWE Championship to, though, is the big question. Because there are a lot of candidates out there who could possibly do it. It could be AJ Styles. It really possibly could be. You never know, WWE might want AJ Styles to have the odd reign before he retires from WWE. Because I think he's like in his 40s now. So, yeah, I reckon it could possibly be him. Who else could it be? I mean, it could be Randy Orton. You never know. It could be a heel Keith Lee, but I very much doubt that. Keith Lee's a bad guy. I don't exactly think it will work out for him, in my opinion. But, yeah, AJ Styles could be a possible candidate. Randy Orton could win it. Back off him for his 15th WWE Championship, which is, wow, it's a bloody lot. That's a lot. And he could easily catch up with John Cena and Ric Flair's both joint 16-time WWE Championship reigns. So, yeah, that would be very interesting if that does really go on and happen, if Randy Orton does that. But, yeah, it could easily be Randy Orton. You never know. It's a tough one. It is a very tough one. Who Drew McIntyre could possibly lose the WWE Championship to? I reckon that it would be very interesting to go and see what happens with him, if I'm completely honest with you. So, yeah, and I am looking forward for the rest of his reign. I reckon that he could possibly drop it to Bobby Lashley. That is what could happen. If I am to say something, look, right now I'm going to say that Drew McIntyre will lose the WWE Championship to AJ Styles. That's what I'm going to say. That is what I'm going to say. AJ Styles. I mean, because they did have a few of the WWE Tables, Ladders and Chairs 2020. They put on a decent match. I mean, will it be The Miz, though? I reckon The Miz will fail on a cash-in. I'll say that right now. The Miz is going to fail on his WWE Money in the Bank cash-in for the second time, actually, because he did the first time, but then he got given the break contract back and stuff like that. But yeah, I reckon he's going to fail his cash-in. I reckon AJ Styles is going to beat him at Money in the Bank. That's what's going to happen. AJ Styles is going to beat Drew McIntyre at the Money in the Bank 2021 pay-per-view event. And yeah, that's my opinion on that. That is my opinion on that. It will be AJ Styles. I reckon if AJ Styles does it, I have a feeling it won't be a long reign, though, to be honest with you. If it is AJ Styles, I don't think it'll be a massive, really long reign, though. I reckon if AJ Styles holds the WWE Championship, it could easily be for about 3 months, if I'm completely honest with you. But who would he lose the WWE Championship to? That is the big question. It could be Keith Lee. But the question is, are WWE going and push Biggie? Not Biggie. I hope they do push Biggie. Are they going to go on and push Keith Lee all the way up to the WWE Championship? Yeah. Because I know that WWE are probably going to go on and push Big E to go on and get the WWE Universal Championship off of Roman Reigns. I was getting confused there. But yeah, that's what I think they're going to do with Big E. They're going to push him. He's going to win the title off of Roman Reigns eventually, in my opinion. So, yeah, or off someone else. You never know. But yeah, if they build Keith Lee up, I feel like it'd be fantastic if they do it. It could easily be Keith Lee. Would they give The Miz another title reign with the WWE Championship, though? That'd be like a bad guy versus a bad guy if it's AJ Styles versus The Miz. It could be The Fiend. I reckon, look, I'll say it's going to be The Fiend, actually. I'm going to say that The Fiend goes on and beats AJ Styles, to be honest. And the reason why I say that, though, it's simply because The Fiend needs another title reign. I mean, look, we all know what happened to him against bloody Goldberg at Super Showdown 2020. I mean, that was the last time he had a title reign, and he lost in about 2 minutes. It's just an absolute joke. But, yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. The Fiend surely got to win it back. And, I know it'll be bad guy versus bad guy, heel versus heel. But you never know. That could be the point where AJ Styles turns back into a face, a good guy. So, yeah, that's what could be the point of it, in my opinion. That's what could happen, to be honest with you. That could easily happen. That could happen, and that could be a face turn for AJ Styles. Because what WWE might do is they might have him go on to a face run before he does leave WWE. That's my opinion. So yeah, I reckon he could be going on and defeating AJ Styles. But yeah. I just remembered he didn't drop the WWE Championship to Goldberg. He dropped the WWE Universal Championship to him, and then and then we know. And I just remembered The Fiend. I mean, yeah, The Fiend had a 1 week reign with the WWE Universal Championship before he dropped it to Roman Reigns. So he's done a few short reigns, but he could go on and have this reign for the rest of 2021 if The Fiend does go on and win it. It could easily be him. Yeah, I reckon The Fiend could have a decent reign with it and reign until, early 2022 or something like that. That's what could happen. I don't know. He could drop it to Randy Orton, though. That's what could happen. But I am going to say that The Fiend holds the WWE Championship I'm going to say he ends 2021 holding the WWE Championship, and that's The Fiend. Yeah, that's my opinion on that. So, yeah, that is what I'm going to say with that. So, yes. But now we're going to move on to who holds the WWE NXT Championship by the end of 2021. Obviously, we all know that Finn Balor is currently the holder of the WWE NXT Championship. Who would he possibly drop the title to? I've already got it in my head who I think's gonna be reigning as NXT champion by the end of 2021. I've got it in my head already. So who could possibly go on and win the NXT Championship off of Finn Balor? I reckon Finn Balor's gonna hold it for about another 2 months or so. That's what I think. I reckon he's gonna hold it for about another 2 months. 2 or 3 months, I reckon he's going to hold it for. And then the person who I believe he's going to drop it to is Karrion Kross. I think that's fairly obvious, if I'm completely honest with you. And that simple reason because, Karrion Kross did win against Keith Lee. And then, obviously, he got like a broken arm or broken shoulder or something like that, I think. He picked up an injury, and then that's how Finn Balor did, because he had that whole tournament thing. And yeah, I reckon Karrion Kross is going to go on and have quite a decent reign with the WWE NXT Championship before he does come on under it. I reckon he could easily have what could he have, like a 5 or 6 month reign with it? That's what he could do. That's what he easily could do, to be honest with you. I reckon I have a decent couple of months as NXT champion. Karrion Kross, that's my opinion on that. I reckon that he'll have a decent few months, and I reckon that he will drop the title before 2021 does bloody go on an end. That's what I think on that. So, yes. Who would he drop the title to, though? Who would Karrion Kross lose to? I've already got in my head. I mean, it's surely got to be Kyle O'Reilly, in my opinion. Another member of the Undisputed Era. Surely, I mean, he's had opportunities. Look at those matches that he's had with Finn Balor. I mean, seriously, surely Kyle O'Reilly is going to have a WWE NXT Championship reign this year. Surely this is his year. And later on in 2021, he has another title opportunity, and he's the guy that goes on and beats Karrion Kross. That's my opinion on that. So, yeah, in my opinion, that's what I think is going to happen. It's surely got to be like Kyle O'Reilly, the guy who goes on and beats Karrion Kross, because I reckon Karrion Kross is going to be Finn Balor, and then it's Kyle O'Reilly's time. And then I reckon he's going to go on and reign until, like, a few months into 2022. That's my opinion on that one. So, yeah, that's why I think Kyle O'Reilly is going to end 2021 as the WWE NXT champion. That's definitely my opinion on that. I mean, it'd be very, very interesting. To be completely honest with you, if it does go on and happen, because that guy, I mean, seriously, Kyle O'Reilly could have a solid reign. I mean, look, we've seen him, he's been in the Undisputed Era, he still is now, and you never know, that could, like, add another title to the Undisputed Era. They haven't got any at the moment, but, they've had all the titles at that point, haven't they? But yeah, that can make them even more very, very bloody interesting if it does happen. I've got to say I'm looking forward to it. To go and see what happens by the end of this year in WWE and NXT, obviously. But yeah, look, it's going to be interesting to go on and see what happens with Kyle O'Reilly. And you never know, it could be Finn Balor who goes on beating the next year or something like that. Look, we'll just have to see. But look, I reckon Kyle O'Reilly is going to end up holding the WWE NXT Championship by the end of 2021. That is definitely my opinion on that. And he will be the guy that goes on and beats Karrion Kross. That's simply my opinion, because surely that, I don't exactly know. I mean, does anyone know if, like, I'm trying to work it out. I'm trying to think. I am trying to think, does anyone know if actually Kyle O'Reilly is a face or a heel right now? Is he a heel or a face? Because I don't actually know. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, obviously we've seen the Undisputed Era being face, but no, I'm a bit unsure. Is he in the middle? Is Finn Balor? I think Finn Balor's kind of in the middle as well. Yes, yeah. But look, I'll go through again. Look, Finn Balor's going to lose it to Karrion Kross in about 2 to 3 months' time, and then Kyle O'Reilly goes on and beats Karrion Kross, and then quite late into 2021. That's my opinion on that. So, yeah, that is what I do think on that. So yes. Anyway, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna talk about who's gonna be the WWE Universal Champion by the end of 2021. This one is very interesting because right now WWE SmackDown is definitely probably the most interesting show at this moment in time. 100%. It is, especially like with Roman Reigns and the kind of candidates that there are to go on and do it though, isn't there? So yeah, in my opinion, it's definitely the most interesting show that there is out there right now, in my opinion. But yeah, who is going to, I mean, look, this is a tough one. This is the most toughest one. Who is going to end the year 2021 as WWE Universal Champion? It's tough. It is very, very tough because right now we've got Roman Reigns. He's having the time of his life as WWE Universal Champion. I mean, seriously. Seriously, he's doing fantastic. But what I think we need to do, what I think WWE need to do is just don't make him just be scared of opponents and stuff like that. Because I feel like just having like a dominant heel, like such like Bobby Lashley, in my opinion, who's not scared and stuff like that. And you know, obviously this whole family stuff that he's got, I really do personally enjoy it. To be honest with you, like the whole head of the table, tribal chief thing like that, I really do enjoy it. I find it interesting. Yeah, and I find it, I think that excites me, like mostly. Yeah, literally, like mostly every WWE SmackDown, it excites me, and I think excites everyone else as well. Like, oh, what's going to happen with Roman Reigns this week on WWE SmackDown? That's kind of what we all want to see, though, isn't it? So yeah, and it's all interesting, and I'll be really intrigued to see what the reaction is with the fans when with this whole Roman Reigns character. It'd be very, very interesting, to be honest with you, and I'm looking forward to it. But look, who is going to win the year as WWE Universal Champion? The question is, though, does Roman Reigns retain at WrestleMania? That's the thing. Because it could easily be, because look, in my opinion, it should be someone from WWE SmackDown that wins the Royal Rumble this year. That's my opinion. On both men's and women's, actually, that's my opinion on that. I reckon that that should happen, to be honest. Someone from the men's and women's should both be from SmackDown, to be honest. I'm going to reveal them both coming to the end of it as well. So yeah, and what I will do as well, probably in the next video, which I'm going to do, I'm going to discuss like who should be WWE SmackDown Women's Champion and WWE and WWE Raw Women's Champion at the end of the year, because I also think I should add that in as well, to something as well, which I'm going to do in another video probably. So yeah, but yeah, that's interesting. If Roman Reigns will drop it, and it's the very tough one. Roman Reigns, look, if it's Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns is going to retain, because I reckon if it's from SmackDown, if it's from WWE SmackDown, it's either going to be Big E or Daniel Bryan. And if it's from Raw, it's got to be Keith Lee probably, though, isn't it, from the men's? That's what I think. But, yeah, look, if it's Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns retains at WrestleMania, at WWE WrestleMania 37, if it's Daniel Bryan who wins the Royal Rumble. If it's Big E, then I reckon Big E's going to go on and dethrone Roman Reigns. So it's a very interesting one. It's very interesting, to be honest. Yeah, so look, Big E's going to dethrone Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Okay? That's what I think. Look, I'm going to reveal it now after the men's. Big E is going to go on and win the WWE Men's Royal Rumble 2021. That's why I think Big E's going to do it, and I hope he does as well. That's what I think. And he's going to become a double champion, the Universal Champion and retain the WWE Intercontinental Championship. I feel like it'd be a fantastic storyline for Roman Reigns as well, in my opinion. And anyone could win that one. That'd be a very interesting one. But yeah, Big E dethrones him. Yeah, Big E goes on and has a decent reign. as a double champion for like the WWE don't have double champions for that long, so we'll say 3 months. All right, we'll say 3 months, 3 to 5 months. We'll say, all right. That's what we'll say. And then what happens is Roman Reigns and Big E fight again. Roman Reigns goes on and beats Big E, and then gets and that match is just for the WWE Universal Championship. He wins that back, or it could be for both. So it could be, but yeah, look, we'll just say now. Roman Reigns beats him again if it's just for the WWE Universal Championship, and then he goes on for the rest of the year, and then Big E just keeps on having a solid reign as WWE Intercontinental Champion. And then if we just go on to the United States Championship, Bobby Lashley's going to hold on to it for a while as well. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Roman Reigns is still going to be WWE Universal Champion at the end of 2021, but he is going to drop the title some point this year, but he's going to win it back. That's my opinion. So we're going to have 2 WWE Universal Champions this year, which will be Roman Reigns, obviously, and Big E. So yeah, that's my opinion on that one. So yes, but who now? The big question is, so who I think is going to win the Men's Royal Rumble? I've announced. I've said that. So the winner, who I think is going to win the WWE Men's Royal Rumble this year, is Big E. Who do I think is going to win the WWE Women's Royal Rumble? If it's from Raw, it'd be if it's from Raw, Alexa Bliss, probably. And if it's from WWE SmackDown, it'll be Bianca Belair or Bayley. But I'm going to say Bianca Belair is going to win the WWE Women's Royal Rumble. That's what I'm going to say. So Bianca Belair to win the WWE Women's Royal Rumble match 2021, and Big E to win the WWE Men's Royal Rumble match 2021. So yeah. Anyway, it's all going to be interesting. But yeah, I'm going to end this video here. Thanks for watching this video, Chaos. I will speak to you soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out.